This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Recently, we were talking about how Burger King's chicken nuggets were not ranked very high in the list of the best fast food chicken nuggets. Uproxx ranked them 15 overall.
I canceled my subscription to Uproxx after that. I was like, I will never read that website again.
So mad. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the chicken fries, I guess, really ranked higher, which, you know, I appreciate that because there seem to be more.
And don't listen to them. The chicken nuggets over at Burger King are awesome.
They're fantastic, and they're cheap, so you can add them on to anything you're getting.
So you add them on to your Whopper then.
Yeah, it's like $1.49 for like 12 or something.
And I like the way, it's so dumb, but I like the way that they're like cut because they fit perfectly in the dipping sauce thing. Yeah. It's like a perfect dip from the first step.
Oh, you don't have to work with it a little bit there?
Yeah.
I get that, man.
Wow, so you guys really are like Uproxx, you don't know what you're talking about.
Hence why I quit reading Uproxx.
Yeah. Well, maybe Burger King has decided to up their game because of Uproxx. I don't know. Turns out they're selling ghost pepper nuggets for a limited time.
Okay. So they're No.
Danny, what do you think? I mean, you're the spicy person of the show. What do you think?
Spicy Danny.
100% in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would try those in a heartbeat.
Well, I know there's the Pocky chip that's like the one that's going to make you hurl or like, you know, go into a corner.
One chip challenge.
Yeah, but like they also have a bag of regular chips that I think are like ghost pepper chips, and we've had those.
Yeah, that was the one that I had when we did last year for Codes for Kids.
Those were pretty good.
I did the habanero sandwich with 2 Pocky ghost pepper chips on it.
Yeah, I didn't think those were, I mean, they were hot, but they weren't unbearable, and they were pretty tasty.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see what these chicken nuggets would be like.
Yeah, they tickle your tongue.
Well, unfortunately, you're not going to get
chicken nuggets.
Yeah, unless you want to travel to Des Moines, Iowa. If you want to go do that, then yeah, you can find out. Boston and Miami are also getting them. I wonder why. I mean,
you're reading the story wrong there, BJ, because it's going to be available everywhere. That's a different type of the Impossible Nuggets.
Oh, thank you, man. Oh, so they're doing Impossible Nuggets that are also going to be spicy. So the ghost pepper nuggets are available everywhere. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Good news. And then if you're a vegetarian, a vegan, whatever, yeah, you're going to have to go to Boston, Miami, or Des Moines to try them. As far as the meatless version.
Yeah, the ghost pepper ones I think are available starting on Monday, but if you're one of the lucky people, and by lucky anyone can get their app, but if you have their app, you can get their nuggets now. Ooh. Which is kind of weird. Like it'd be like, I want them now. Get the app. No.
I refuse.
You got to wait for me to download it, or do you want to just give me the damn nuggets?
I know. That's kind of
finally you know what? I'm such a knucklehead because I go to this one place so many times, and I look, I go, why don't I have their app yet? Damn it! I've been missing out on all these savings. So yeah,
I do have their app on my phone. I just remembered.
Me too. I did. We downloaded it because we get a free Whopper at one point.
Yep, I remember my wife she was looking at something on my phone. She's like, "Why do you have the Burger King app?" I'm like, "These are questions you do not need answers to."
Now, Danny Danny's the overtly spicy guy because he likes the challenges, him and Joey D's. But Vicky probably, I don't know. Out of all of us, I think Vicky probably can take the hottest food. So, Vicky, are you going to do this?
I can take a lot of hot food. Doesn't mean I want to. It just wrecks my stomach after the fact. So I would try a bite, but I'm not eating a whole bunch.
I don't think it's going to be an unbearably hot. I mean, I know they're calling it ghost pepper, but I mean, they're not going to want to alienate a huge amount of their audience. Like the spicy chicken nuggets over at Wendy's are spicy, but they're not unbearable. Like anyone can eat them.
Right, and ghost pepper at that point, especially with the dipping sauces, especially for me, because I used ranch, it's going to be like the perfect amount of spice.
But I don't feel like they're selling it because they want to, hey, here's a new flavor for you to enjoy. It's, hey, who wants to come and try this really, really spicy thing? You know, all the dummies are going to be like, let me see how many I can eat in one sitting. It's more for the fun of it.
That's what I don't understand. Is ghost pepper renowned for being really spicy, or is it just a fun little spice that, adds a little heat to it, but it's not crazy?
Depends on how much you probably put into it.
Yeah. And
well,
plus,
I would imagine, yeah.
I would imagine they're doing it, too, because, it's October, ghosts.
I noticed on there.
Wow.
I didn't realize that until I saw the advertising, and the advertising had ghosts on it. I'm like, okay, this is just for
Didn't
Halloween.
even click at all. I heard the spicy, I heard the ghost pepper. I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah, that didn't click with me either, but that makes a lot of sense. It's the right time of year, I guess, for the ghost pepper.
Man, you guys got to get in the Halloween mindset. Come on, what are you doing?
Nope.
There we go.
Okay. I mean, I'd have one, like Vicky said. I'd try one just to see what's up. But yeah, I don't need to wreck my stomach any more than I've wrecked it over the course of my life. Well, I feel like, throwing too much spicy stuff down there, my stomach's going to be like, really? Is this what we're doing?
Some says they're not that spicy. They said they're actually pretty weak.
Them?
Yeah, according to one texter. He says, he or she says that the ghost pepper one's pretty weak, not spicy at all.
Okay, I'd like to ask this texter, when they go to any restaurant that asks how many stars do they get?
Yeah, right.
69.
I was going to ask, is this my mom texting? Because I feel like she would say this. She can handle anything.
All the stars.
Because I'm the no-star guy. I'm like the mildest guy. That's what I am. I'm like, put it,
Like, how many stars? Give me the galaxy.
Yeah. I like that one. You know what? I want to say that just to see what they do. And they go, I'm just kidding. Don't give me
don't. Give me the reverse of the galaxy.
Yeah.
0 stars. Please. Cloudy day, cloudy morning.
So, as Steve said, the regular chicken nuggets, the ghost pepper chicken nuggets with the real chicken, they are available now. If you have the app, you can get them now. And if you want the meatless ones, sorry, they don't have them in Seattle yet.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That's the story. Burger King giving you the ghosts pepper. All right. Hey, they're ghosting you in a way, but in a good way, huh? Hey. Oh, okay. Hey, why would a guy tell a news reporter that he was going to buy cocaine while on live television?
Why not?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Well, Steve's going to tell you about all this. He's got the Migs Report for you at 6:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Whole Foods Market for giving us the Migs Report. And today is a day to forgive somebody. Maybe your friend slept with your mom. I don't know what it might be, but today is National Forgiveness and Happiness Day.
Whoa. There we go.
Maybe that's an extreme case. Maybe, I don't know.
Probably not.
It's time to forgive people. It's also National LED Light Day, which is a popular day for both children and people on Molly.
Yep. Yeah. Well, if you realize, man, LED lights are everything now.
That's a good point. It's not just like the fun bouncing balls that like light up LED lights and stuff. Like, it's everywhere. People wrap them around their television sets these days. It's crazy.
I think almost every decoration now has LED in it. Like anything at all you buy that has a light. Yeah, I think that's it. I think the old light bulbs are gone. Everything's gone, Steve. It's just LED that's taken over.
And maybe today's the day to take a bath because it's National Bathtub Day.
Oh, really?
One of Tatum's very favorite pastimes. In fact, yesterday, I guess she apparently, my wife was in the other room grabbing some diapers, and she climbed into the bathtub on her own and turned the water on while wearing her clothes. So that was always a good thing.
Wow. She can do that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Wow. So, you you never think of putting child protection things on that. Dang. You don't even think about that.
I mean, I obviously could hurt yourself doing anything, but it's not like anything. It's not like there's going to be a massive fall, but it was. You don't expect that because she's never done that before. So you're just like, whoa, where is she? Oh, she's in the bathtub, just sitting in there with the water running, wearing all of her clothes.
Wow. That is hysterical.
Right? She brought her purse in there, too.
Oh, well, you know what? Listen, you don't go anywhere without your purse.
It's a party. Yeah. What she keeps in her purse is her Bluey doll, so it's very important.
You know what? These are interesting times as Tatum is just finding her way in the world.
She really is. All right, let's talk about this guy who's finding his way in the world, and he's finding his way with cocaine. Woo! Apparently this happened in Louisiana, man, and it is hilarious. So there was a news reporter by the name of Corey Johnson, who is a reporter for KSLA in Louisiana, and she was at a gas station on Monday doing one of those, happy stories about the lottery. Hey, the lottery's had all this. Before we found out that somebody won the lottery in California, it was at like $685 million at the time. So she's interviewing people at a convenience store at a gas station just to find out what they would buy with the money if they won the lottery. So she approaches this one guy who talks about getting a Mustang and also drugs.
What are you going to do with that money if you win?
Well, I'm definitely going to get a new supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust and about 5 kilos of cocaine, and I'll be good to go.
Okay, so you like cars. Cars.
And cocaine.
Focus on those cars.
Oh, yeah, you were. Wow.
I'm in love.
Wow.
That's amazing.
All right, well, I hope that guy never wins.
I have to say, I was watching the video, and I don't know if the person just didn't want to be seen on camera, but you got to wonder, there's people in the background, and one guy's kind of hiding his face. I'm like, why is he hiding his face?
No, you probably
Yeah.
He's probably friends with cocaine guy.
Yeah, I feel like she's probably in a good part of town.
I will buy a Mustang and 5 kilos of cocaine.
Aren't you proud if you're the Ford Motor Company at this point?
I don't know what the street value of 5 kilos of cocaine is, but I can't imagine it's cheap.
I feel like you really, you probably need to hit the lottery in order to be able to feel like it's okay to buy it.
Wouldn't have that been amazing if he did win the lottery? What a party that would be.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
I feel like you'd make a lot of good choices.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I almost feel like in 5 years we'd learn that man spent all $685 million.
If he was still alive, his head could have exploded from all the coke.
His heart just explodes.
Yeah.
Well, 1 kilo in New York City is about $34,500. 1 kilo.
Oh,
So
times that by 5.
All right.
Math. We can do this.
Right. So he's going to get
$172,000.
There you go. 5 figures.
Oh, that's like chump change if you have 685 or even 400 million after taxes.
I'm glad he was responsible in thinking that's how much he was going to spend. He just knew right off the top, I got that.
He's going to get a car, some cocaine, and the rest goes into a college fund for his kid.
Yeah, I don't know how much a Mustang costs, but I feel like that can't be much more than, the best one you could buy is probably at top end 6 figures, right?
I have a feeling it would be cheaper than the 5 kilos of cocaine.
I think so.
Hey, tonight, big game. Thursday night football.
Dun, 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 dun.
The 3-1 Rams taking on the 2-2 Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to be rocking their action green. So that's pretty cool.
That's right.
And I don't think they ever lose in those jerseys. So
I like that.
Confirmed. They will win tonight.
Yeah.
I hope.
It's a big game. It's definitely
Huge
a big game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a big game for the Rams either, to be honest with you. I mean,
they got probably a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after getting embarrassed by the Cardinals.
That's a fact. Yeah, that is a fact. And obviously they don't want to be tied with the Hawks. I mean, that's the other thing is you really, with you want to win a divisional game. So it's probably a big game for them too. You don't want to lose against your divisional opponents because those tiebreakers come into play.
With the way that the NFC West is, I feel like every divisional game is a huge game for these teams because it could be a difference maker of them being in first place or in fourth place for all you know.
Oh, yeah, we know that one.
Big game tonight, so you can watch that on Fox. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the Seahawks and see how they do. The Dodgers beat, I don't know if you were watching, but they ended up punching their way into the National League Divisional Series.
I'm a little tired.
Yeah, dude. A walk-off home run in the ninth by Chris Taylor, and the Dodgers beat the Cardinals 3-1.
And it's interesting. This was a long game, even though it was only 9 innings, and only basically up until the 9th inning, only 2 runs were scored total.
Right.
And yet it took over 4 hours. My brain.
Is that how long it took?
Yeah, because it was like, what time did I feel like it ended around close to 9 o'clock.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, they're off to take on San Francisco. Battle of the two teams that had like over 106 versus 107 wins or something like that. It's kind of crazy.
First time. I mean, the Dodgers and the Giants are some of the oldest franchises in Major League Baseball history. They never faced each other in the postseason. This is the first time. Hard to believe, the old Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Giants. I mean, that's the history of these teams. Apparently, just because of how it all worked out, they never were in the playoffs with each other.
Oh, man, you got a tough decision tonight because you got the Red Sox taking on the Rays in the playoffs and the American League Divisional Series. Of course, like we mentioned, the Seahawks game's going on. And also the White Sox are taking on the Astros. A lot of playoff baseball, BJ.
Well, first of all, the White Sox-Astros is going to be before the Hawks and Sox game.
Yeah.
So easy to watch that. And then, of course, it's a 2-TV day, just like it was on Sunday when I had... But actually, it's a lot easier because I had 5 screens going on Sunday.
Dude, I have to bring this up real quick. I don't know what it is about Dodgers games, but it seems like that's the place to either find criminals or realize that there's someone that's not a criminal. I don't know if you caught this story. So you remember there's a documentary on Netflix, and it's a great documentary about a guy who was accused of murder, and he said, no, I wasn't at the place when the crime happened. I was at the Dodgers game with my daughter.
Right. That's right.
And then it took them finding footage from Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David, and they were able to spot the guy because he was in the same section that Larry David filmed his scene. And there he is with his daughter, proving that he did not commit the crime, but he was put behind bars. He thought for sure he was going to be in prison for life and not going to be around his daughter. It was an incredible documentary about that whole thing. Well, this news story just came out. U.S. Marshals believe that they spotted a fugitive that's been on the run since 1998. And the way that they found him, he was sitting behind home plate at a Dodgers game. Now, it wasn't a Dodgers game that happened recently. It wasn't it would be funny if it was yesterday's game.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, this happened at a game back in 2016. This guy, he was supposed to spend 17 years in prison because he was convicted of scamming $350 million from some different financial institutions. He went on the run. Nobody can find him. They decided, we're never going to find this guy. And then he ends up behind home plate during a game. So now they're trying to figure all that out. But apparently, he bought the ticket from someone who also bought the ticket, so they don't have any record of who this guy is that sold him the ticket. It's just a giant S show. But I'm like, how is it that there's all this insanity happening at Dodgers games? Probably because it's Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Why are you going to a Dodgers game and sitting behind home plate if you're wanted?
Well, if you scam that much money, I think that's probably why. Because you're I'm rich and I can just buy stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I want to go to the Diamond in the house, baby.
Yeah, I want unlimited pretzels.
I'm with you though, Steve. You know that's the camera that's shown the most is the behind the seeing the people behind the plate. That's the one they show the most in every game.
Get me club seats. Yeah, that's close.
Yeah,
but man, why take the chance?
Yeah, this guy must love living on the edge. Adrenaline, baby.
I mean, I still haven't caught him, so, I don't know. Maybe go to the Dodgers game.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if you had season tickets now? Whatever. I have all this money. Nobody caught me. And then as far as weather, 57 degrees. It's supposed to actually be sunny and cloudy. No rain today. We'll see if I'll believe it when I see it, though, BJ.
So that won't affect the game.
That's true. And that's
so there's that. Yeah, so there won't be any rain for that. All right then. So tonight the Hawks, Thursday Night Football, national TV. Oh, just keep your fingers crossed, man. Oh, I don't want any embarrassment. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think they'll be embarrassed. But anyway, I mean, who knows? I'm not on the team.
Oh, you're not on the team?
When
did that happen? Jeez.
I know it's going to be a close game. It's going to go down to the very last play, and I'm not getting any sleep tonight.
Yeah, Steve and Danny are
not
sleeping
That's
at all tonight.
That's how it always is, man. Whenever they play a night game, they F with us.
Yep. And then it's like heart racing until the last minute, and then it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm staying up till 12.
Russell Wilson follows me on Facebook. I'm going to send him a message.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, see if he can figure that out for your sleep pattern.
I'm going to slide into his DMs. Then he'll stop following me. I don't want to mess with this.
Wait.
I still don't understand how he followed me, and I don't want to risk losing it.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? I don't know how he followed you either. What did you do?
I have no idea. I think whoever runs his Facebook page accidentally clicked on my profile and hit follow because I'm like one of 80 people he follows. And
unless he thought he was clicking on Vin Diesel's, they could be.
He's like, this must be Vin Diesel's alter ego on Facebook.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Man, what happened to Vin though? He looks crappy. Terrible.
Yesterday, Mr. Diesel here did get this one right.
What planet was Alf from?
Melmac.
Yes.
Huh. No problem.
Oh, all right then.
I'm going to eat some cats.
Wow, that was spot on. I felt like Alf was in the room.
Right?
You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Miggs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.